Morning. Sorry, I was just checking what was happening on Facebook. There's something in the sense that there's something wrong with the Facebook live streamer this morning. So what I will say to you is where usually I can reply to comments, for those of you who are following along live, I can't reply to your comments today because I'm not seeing them until after. I'm not sure what's happened. I did my first live session this morning at about 8:30ish, and that's the first time I've seen the problem, and I've been doing them since, so I haven't had the chance to go and look at why that's happening. I will do that after I finish my live sessions, and hopefully I'll be able to fix it for tomorrow. But for those of you who are following along live, apologies, I'm not going to be able to reply to you today. Just know I'm not being ignorant, okay? So we'll give another 30 seconds and then we'll get started. So grab your seats, grab your box, if you've got a box, whatever it is you sit on. I'm just going to take my shoes off and then we'll get going. There's no bumpy jumping around stuff today as well, for those of you who like to know. Okay, let's get started then, guys. So if you take a seat, the MET that we're going to be doing today is the leg raise. Okay, so we've done all of them a few times now. We're going to do one leg at a time rather than both legs together. I want you to put your hand on top of your right knee first, and we're going to push up into the hand with our knee at about 20% for 20 seconds. You know the score now, guys. Okay, so let's get it going. 3, 2, 1, and off you go. So just keep it nice and relaxed. Doesn't need to be super intense. We're just turning on those muscles now in the hip, getting them all working correctly, firing them up, and getting ready for the rest of the session. It's really, really good for hip health. That's why we're doing it. And relax. Shake your leg out a little bit. Back into position, and off you go. Really think about your breathing now. Good, and relax and shake it out. Back into position. Off you go for number 3. Nice deep breaths. And relax. Shake it out. Last one on the right side then, guys. Off you go. And relax. Shake him out. So we're going to go on to our left side now. Exact same thing. Let's put the hands on top of our left knee, pushing up at about 20%. In 3, 2, 1, off you go. Try and sit nice and upright. Let's turn the muscles on through the core. Relax, shake him out. Back into position. Number 2, off you go. Shake it out. 3. Off you go. And relax. Last one coming up then, guys. Okay? 3, 2, 1. Off you go. And relax. Good work. Shake it out. Good. Let's flip the seat round. Just for myself, you guys don't need to potentially worry about this. You should be able to do it on the edge of your seats. Just because I'm sitting on a box means I can't lean side to side unless I take the side bits out. So we're going to keep our bum on the seat. Keep it pressing down. And again, we're reaching side to side whilst keeping our sit bones down onto the seat to ensure that we don't lift up and we get the stretch that we want. Try to move from your lumbar spine, 5 each side, okay? Nice and slow, in your own time. Off you go. This is nice and slow. There's no need to rush any of this. Really try to ensure that you're moving from the lower part of your spine. And then on the last 2, let's bring the opposite arm over to increase the stretch. Feel my bum coming off then, so I just took it back. Being aware of how you are in space and time. Sensing where your body is good proprioceptive practice, guys. Some of you might say that you get lost on a course and lose positional awareness. This kind of thing, it helps. And relax once you've done that, okay? A couple of seconds. Shake out any tension. Okay, hands on knees. I'll do this from the side initially so you can see what's happening. So we're going to do cow to calves. Push as if we're pushing the floor away. Try to get a nice rounded back. Tuck your head in. And then after we've held that position, we'll be bringing it through and taking our head back. Okay, and we're going to go for 8 reps of that. Nice and slow. Nice and controlled, in your own time. Off you go. it, and once you've done that again, just shake off any tension that you can feel. Trying to really loosen up on a Monday. Might be a different day for you guys, obviously. You obviously might complete this on a different day, and that's fine. It's good to feel loose whenever, isn't it? Okay, we're going to do neck now, so we can stay seated for these. First of all, we're going to do yes, so it's head back, head forward. Be very aware of closing that angle of joint too much to cause pain. If you're causing pain, back off it. Don't go to the point of pain. Let's just get some mobility in and take our head through its active range, okay? So all the way down, tuck your chin down, feel the stretch on the back of your neck, and then all the way back to a level that feels comfortable for you. Keep breathing, and then let's just go through that range a few times on your own. Off you go. Relax into neutral. So now we're going to do as if we're shaking our head to say no. We're going to take our chin to our left shoulder and then across to our right, and then again in your own time go through those ranges. Off you go. Relax, again, just try to shake it out a little bit. Okay, now we're going to take our left ear to our left shoulder and our right ear to our right shoulder at separate times, obviously, otherwise that'll be a bit special. In your own time, let's go through those ranges. Off you go. Good, and shake it out. Well done. So we're going to get rid of the thing that you're sitting on now, whether it be a seat, sofa, box, whatever the case may be. If it's your dog, put your dog away. We're going to do some neck stretches now, and for those of you who've got a flexibility band, we're going to use it. For those of you that haven't, you don't need it, so don't panic. It's just something you can use if you do have one. So if you do have one, I want you to stand on it, and I want you to grip on it quite low so that it's pulling your shoulder down. If you haven't got the stretch, it's the exact same movement, just without the band to help. Pull your shoulder down, or push your shoulder down if you haven't got a band, and take your head the other side. Okay? So if you haven't got a band, you're literally just doing that. We're pushing our shoulder down whilst taking our ear to the other side. Okay? If you have any tightness, tingling, or tension, and it's uncomfortable for you, don't do this stretch, okay? Okay, in your own time then, we're just going to hold that position for a few seconds. The band helps because you don't have to actively think about pulling your shoulder down, it does it for you. Back to center and relax. We're going to swap sides now, so if you've got a band, take it to the other foot. Exact same thing. If you haven't got a band, just push your shoulder down towards the floor and turn your head to the other side, or tilt your head to the other side, I should say. Okay, off you go. You feel the stretch here, you should do. and back to center and relax. Good. So we're going to do some shoulder work now, some upper body health. Okay, we're just going to put our arms out to the side. We're just going to rotate our shoulders where they are. So palms up. Try to keep your scapulars, that's the shoulder blades, locked in together at the back, so that we're not moving from the scapula, the movement is coming from the shoulder. So from that palms up position, rotate at the shoulder so that your palms face behind you if you can. Take it as far as you can and hold. And then we're going to bring it back. And then back again. Nice and slowly, nice and controlled. Take it as far as you can. And then hold. And then rotate back. Shake them out. We're going to do that one more time. Loosen those shoulders up before you do that, okay? Okay, one more time. Arms out to the side and palms up. Shoulder blades back and down in your back pockets, as they say. And we're going to rotate our palms to down position. Nice and slowly. Potentially even try to get them rotating, facing behind you if you can. If you can, great. And then bring it back. And one more full rep. So all the way back. And then reverse that movement for one last time. Good. Shake it out. Woo. Feel it tight at the top of your shoulders. That's probably because we're not doing enough arm raises. Good. Sort it out. Good. So we're just going to do some rotation. Nice and gentle. Nothing crazy here. This is just to finish off working on the upper body. Okay. So as your right shoulder goes back, push your right hip forward. As your left shoulder goes back, push your left hip forward. Good, up and down with the arms. Good. Okay, so we're going to do a core session now. Core circuit, shouldn't say core session. And the moves, one move is brand new for you guys. The other ones you're going to be familiar with. So eyes forward if you can. This is one of those things that's going to look a lot easier than it is. I'm going to give you a few different options. Pick the one that you think is most suitable for you. Okay, so the first move we're going to do is called a hollow hold. Or a hollow rock hold. So what a hollow rock hold is we need to engage the core to get our shoulder blades up off the floor. Okay. Now once we engage the core, what will happen is it'll press our lower back into the floor. I want you to focus on being tight throughout the whole midline, not just your six-pack muscle, okay? A lot of people get it a bit confused when we're talking about bracing the midline. They just think about squeezing their core. You need to squeeze all of the musculature all the way up through your midline, okay? So if I'm talking about engaging the core, get my lower back onto the floor. You'll notice that if you're lying flat, you'll be able to get your hand underneath. As soon as you sit up, engage the core, get your shoulder blades off the floor, you can't get your hand underneath anymore. So, this is the easiest progression of the version I want, okay? It's like a sit-up crunch hold, yeah? We're engaged through the core, nice and tight look, yeah? All over, nice and tight. Okay, just relax a second. Now, if you want to make that a little bit harder, it's the exact same movement, but you put your arms out nice and wide. The added weight further away from your center of gravity makes it a little bit harder. So look, I'll show you what that looks like. We're going to go engage to get my shoulder blades off the floor. My lower back is down, arms up. Okay? So that is a lot harder than if you've got your arms there. Okay, and then the hardest version, we lift our feet up as well. And what it ends up looking like is a dish, and it's called the hollow hold because it's as if you've hollowed out. Yeah? So let me show you what that version looks like. We go engage at the core, whole midline is nice and tight, arms up, feet up. Okay? And that's a hollow hold. Now that might look quite easy, but if you are staying truly tight throughout the whole midline, it's very, very hard. If you aren't able to control your hips and you extend into your lower back when you lift your feet up, keep your feet down, focus on tension through the midline. That's the best way to do it. Once you get stronger at that, you'll be able to control your hips. Okay? Now, one issue that I have a lot of the time when I hear people talking about the midline brace come from like Pilates or yoga or that kind of thing, is the saying, push your belly button down. Well, that is not a true midline brace, because if you just run and think about pushing your belly button down, everything else will still wobble, and you are missing the point of why we need midline stability for running. We need to stay nice and tight so that our power production is optimized, and that where we are putting our power is where it is going. It's not leaking off unwantedly, yeah? So, midline brace, think about being punched in the stomach, okay? Don't think about pushing your belly button down, because I can still whack you in the side and it's going to hurt, yeah? Nice and tight throughout, hold that position, learn to breathe through that bracing. That's what a proper midline stability is, okay? So that's the hollow hold. You've got the different versions, pick the one that you feel is most suitable for you. After the hollow hold, then we're doing back raises. Chest down, hips down, to make sure they're nice and square, squeeze your glutes. That's going to stop them tilting one way or another. From this position, get your chest up, squeeze your lower back. If you want to make it a little bit harder, hands behind the head. Okay? Squeeze. So that's the back raise. Again, you might need to still put your hands down to give you a little bit of help. Absolutely fine, guys. Do the version that suits you, that needs to be done. And then the last one's going to be the side plank. So you've done these a few times now. Top foot over, hips up nice and high, nice straight line from ankle to knees to hips to shoulders. Hold this position. If you can't do it on your feet, you're down onto your knees and you've still got that straight line. And if you can't do it on your hand, you're onto your elbow and you've still got that straight line. Okay, so you've got all the versions. You understand what's required. As always, pick the version that's most suited for you. Do what you can and hold for as long as you can whilst maintaining quality. I'm just going to set up my clock and we're going to get going. We're going to be doing 30 seconds efforts, okay? Just going to be 30 seconds of work, 30 seconds of rest. And we will be going. So get yourselves ready, get onto the mat. Hollow hold first, guys, alright? Okay, we're away in 10 seconds then. Really think about learning how to breathe through that brace position. 3, off you go. Halfway, guys.
Halfway there.
Good and relax. So we're going to do 20 seconds worth of back raises next, yeah? And we're going to be going in 10 seconds. So down onto the floor, into position, squeeze those glutes, off we go. Nice and slow, quality contractions at the top of each rep.
Halfway there.
Well done, squeeze at the top. Relax, Good, so we've got the 2 side planks left now in this circuit, okay? Okay, into position for the side plank then. I'm going right side first. Up to you which way you go first. Off you go. Hips up nice and high. Maintain that straight line. It's a problem with dogs, there's hairs everywhere, isn't it? Halfway, guys, well done. Break if you need to. Qualities are the utmost importance. And relax. So we're going to finish off the circuit with a side plank the other side. Well done. Doing really well. This is tough now. 5. Let's go. Halfway.
Halfway there.
And relax. Good. So that's once through. We're going to go through the exact same circuit one more time. Reduce the length of the hold if that's what you need to do. Let's keep the quality super high and work one more time through, okay? Into position then, hollow rock hold first. Off you go. Keep that lower back pushed into the floor, shoulder blades up. Relax. Back raises next, guys. Same high quality as the first round that I know you gave me. I want it again. Into position. Squeeze your glutes. Keep your hips square. Ready? Off we go.
Halfway there.
Relax. Side planks coming up. Nearly there now. Well done. Certainly not easy. So if you're still with it, good on you. Ready? Go. Let's go. Keep those hips up nice and level. Don't let them drop, guys. Halfway.
Halfway there.
Good work, team. Well done. Nearly there. And relax. On to the other side. Now remember, guys, you can be on your knees, you can be on your elbows. It's the quality that I want. Let's finish it strong. Five. Let's go. Last one, guys.
Halfway there.
And relax. relax, and that's our core circuit finished for the day. Good stuff. Okay, we've got 2 more things to do. I'm just going to give you a little moment to breathe, relax, stretch off should you need to do so. Okay, so the next 2 things, you're not going to need your mat, so if you want to move your mat, you can. At the same time, you can use your mat and it'll be absolutely fine too. I just prefer moving it. We're going to do some balance work. Okay? So, as I give you a moment to recover, I'll explain what's happening with the balance work. First thing we're going to do is the knee stability bit, okay? So we're going to be standing, soft knee. From this position, the knee doesn't bend anymore, and we're reaching back, touching, bringing it back in, back, touching, back in. Okay, we've all done it before, so you know what to expect. We're going for 6 on each leg. We're going to do 2 sets like that, and then I'm going to add in a little difficulty on the 3rd and 4th set. Okay? So into position, nice and controlled on these. Use your feet to grab the floor, tight through the core. 6 reps each leg. Off you go. Swap legs when you're ready. And as always, guys, you don't have to stretch back. You can just stretch back a little bit. Do what suits you. When you're ready to go to the other leg, set yourself up right, grab the floor, and off you go. Good. Well, that was really warming up that posterior chain, getting our central nervous system firing to help us with the balance. We're going to do another set of that, then I'm going to give you another challenge. See if you can cope. Yeah? Seconds break, so we've got 10 seconds from now. So get yourself ready. Another set of 6 reps on each leg. Grab the floor, set the knee in a good position, tight through the midline, and off you go. Nice and slow, nice and controlled. Swap sides. Relax when you're ready. Okay, so eyes forward on this one. So we're going to just add a little bit of difficulty now, okay? Where we've been just stretching backwards, now we're going to go to the side. So again, I like to think of it like a clock because it's very visual. For all of you guys, you all know what a clock looks like, I would hope. So let's go left foot first, eyes forward. Just watch what I'm doing first. I'm going to set my position up. I'm going to reach back for 6. Now I'm going to reach across for 8. Now I'm going to reach across to the other side for 5, and then up to 3, and then in. Okay, so that's how it's going to work. I'm going to call a number out to you, and again, I don't want this knee moving. This is just still in position. Use the little muscles to stabilize as you move your foot around to reach the numbers that I'm calling. If that's too much for you, just focus on the knee stabilizing. That's the challenge as it is, so you may not need extra challenge. If you do, feel free to have a go with me, okay? So we're going to do 1 set on each leg. Left foot first then. Grip the floor, set your knee. Okay, we're going to reach back to 6. Now we're going to try to go for 7. And we're going to go for 3. Back to 6. And in. And we're going to swap legs. So right leg down, left leg back to 6. Up to 9. At 5. Up to 6. And back in. Shake it out. How did that feel? Did you feel that increase in difficulty? Was it a lot harder? Did you cope? Start using muscles now that you perhaps weren't using before. It's all good. We're going to do 2 more on each go. 2 more on each leg, sorry. So left leg again. Hold the position. Find the knee spot. Put your foot into the floor. And away we go. So back to 6. Cross to 7. Ooh, lost my balance a bit there. Cross 7. And to 8. And then let's go to 4. And to 5. And back to 3. Back to 6. And in. Good. How you coping? Good. Right leg then. Flat on the floor. Get your knee in position. Nice and tight through the core. Off we go. Back to 6. 5. 4. Let's go across to 8. 7. 6. And in. Good. We're going to do 1 more lot on each leg, okay? Well done. Just getting you thinking about the time on the clock as well. I can hear your cogs winding in your head, thinking about it. Left foot again then, left foot goes flat, set your knee into position. And we're going to go right foot to 6, to 8, to 6, to 7, to 6, to 5, to 6, to 4, to 6, to 3, and back in. Okay, good work. Other leg then. Foot on the floor, set the knee, nice and tight, back to 6. Cross to 4, back to 6, to 5, to 6, to 7, to 6, to 8, to 6, to 9, and back in. Good work. So that's a big increase in difficulty there. Hopefully you found it challenging. And like I said, even if you didn't go, you could see how much my knee was moving. That's working all those stabilizing muscles. That's what we wanted to do on these exercises. It's knee stability stuff. Okay, so we haven't done much foot health stuff today. We've been focused more on the knee. Next session, we'll definitely do some foot stuff. So, appreciate you following along. And I'll see you in the next one.